Through this video, you must learn the meaning and types in financial instruments and financial services. Financial instruments are those instruments which are used for raising resources for corporate entities. Financial instruments are claims against a person or an institution for the repayment of a certain sum of money at the end of the specified period together with interest or dividend. Financial claims or financial assets like shares, debentures dealt in a financial market are called financial instruments. In short, financial instruments refers to those documents which represent the financial claims or assets. That is why financial instruments are also called as financial securities. This is the simple meaning of financial instruments. There may be question for 2 marks. What do you mean by financial instruments? At the time you must know and write the answer, the meaning of the financial instruments. Then what do you mean by financial asset? It represents a claim to the payment of sum of money in future in the form of principal amount, interest and the dividend. For example, bank deposits, government bonds, debentures, and the equity shares. Then the financial securities or financial instruments classified into 2 groups. First one, primary securities, then second one, secondary securities. How many types in financial instruments or securities? There are mainly 2 types. First one is the primary securities, then second one is the secondary securities. The next, what do you mean by primary securities? Then what do you mean by secondary securities with the instruments or with the examples? The securities which are issued for the investments directly to the savers called primary securities. They are also called direct securities. These securities are issued by non-financial economic units. For example, equity shares, preference shares, debentures, etc. You must learn or understand the meaning of primary securities. Primary securities are those securities which are issued for the investments directly to savers. These are called the primary securities. There may be examples. You remember the examples of the primary securities are shares. Among them, the preference shares and the equity shares. Then the debentures. These are the best examples for the primary securities. In the same way, there may be secondary securities or indirect securities. The securities which are issued financial intermediaries to the savers are called secondary securities or secondary instruments. For example, mutual funds, policies of the insurance companies, bank deposits, etc. These 2 types of the securities comes under the first classification, that is primary and the secondary. Then second classification, on the basis of the duration, the securities also divided as follows. First one, short-term securities, second one, medium-term securities, and third one and last one, long-term securities. Here, the duration is taken into consideration in case of classification of the financial instruments or financial securities. Then what do you mean by short-term securities? The securities which are mature within a period of 1 year, from 1 day to within a 1 year, are called short-term securities. That is why you understand on the basis of the time, on the basis of the duration, how the meaning of the securities will be known. There is short-term securities or those securities which are having the period from 1 day then within a 1 year. The period of the securities will be within 1 year they will be mature. Those are called as the short term securities. For example, bill of exchange, treasury bills, then promissory notes, etc. These are comes under the short term securities. The period of these three will be then within 1 year. That is why those are comes under the short term securities. Then second one, medium term securities. The securities which mature after a period of 1 year but within the 5 years are called medium term securities. For example, debenture bonds. This comes under the medium term securities, that is second classification. The third classification, the last classification will be long term securities. The securities which mature after 5 years, there is no limit for the maximum period, are called long term securities. The period of the securities will be maximum. For example, preference shares, equity shares, government bonds, etc. On the basis of the duration, these three classifications will be made in case of the financial instruments. Then another classification of the financial securities are as follows. Cash assets, first one, second one, debt assets, then third one, stock assets. That there may be three classification: cash assets, debt assets, and the stock assets. Then you must know what do you mean by cash assets, what do you mean by debt assets, and what do you mean by stock assets. Cash assets means currency, notes, and coins. The total amount of these two are called as the cash assets. Currency notes are issued by Reserve Bank of India and coins are issued by the Government of India. These two are comes under the first type, that is called as the cash assets. There may be question, what do you mean by cash assets? Cash assets are those assets, the amount of the currency notes and the coins. Then you must remember, currency notes are issued by the Reserve Bank of India and coins are issued by the Government of India. The total amount of these two are called as the cash assets. Second one, debt assets. Debt assets means the debts issued by different organizations for raising debt capital. You must know, debts issued by different organizations for raising the debt capital. For example, debentures and the bonds. These two are examples for the debt assets. For cash assets, currency, notes, and the coins. Then for stock assets, what do you mean by stock assets? The securities which are issued by companies and financial institutions for raising the fixed capital are called stock assets. Stock assets, you must learn the meaning, you must know the meaning of the stock assets. Stock assets means the securities which are issued by joint stock companies and financial institutions for raising fixed capital or long-term capital. For example, equity shares and the preference shares. The classification of these three comes under the cash assets, debt assets, and the stock assets. Then types of financial instruments. Then financial instruments can be divided into two classes. First one, capital market instruments. Second one, money market instruments. Then the types of the financial instruments. There are two, capital market instruments, then money market instruments. Capital, what do you mean by capital market instruments? The financial instruments that are used for raising capital through the capital market are known as capital market instruments. These instruments are issued by only capital market. Those instruments are called as the capital market instruments. For example, equity shares, preference shares, bonds and the debentures. These leads to the long term. Then the long term instruments comes under the capital market instruments. Then second one, money market instruments. The financial instruments which are used for raising and supplying money in a short period not exceeding 1 year through various securities are called money market instruments. The period is very short. Those are called as the money market instruments. For example, commercial papers, treasury bills, the deposit certificates, treasury bonds, gilt-edged securities, then government securities. These comes under the money market instruments. Then equity shares, preference shares, debentures and bonds comes under the capital market instruments. Capital market instruments specially meant for long-term securities. Then money market instruments specially meant for short-term securities. This classification we find in case of the financial instruments. Then nowadays again new financial securities, or those are called as the innovative financial securities. What are the new financial securities issued by the companies or government in the recent days? A variety of debt innovative instruments have emerged with the growth of the financial system. The main object of debt instruments are to make it more attractive to the investors. The following are the new or innovative financial instruments. What are those? Warrants, participating debentures, zero interest fully convertible debentures, debt equity swaps, repo, encashment bonds, capital gains bonds, indexed bonds, secured premium notes SPNS with detachable warrants. Then again there may be retirement bonds, regular income bonds, easy exit bonds with a floating interest rate, growth bonds, zero coupon bonds, then deep discount bonds. These are the recent innovative instruments issued by the companies and the financial institutions for raising the capital in case of different fields. There may be question, explain the different types of the financial instruments. In that case, you must remember different types of the instruments: securities, short-term securities, long-term securities, medium-term securities, cash assets, debt assets, then stock assets, then shares, debentures, bonds, commercial papers, then treasury bills, then again growth bonds, zero coupon bonds, deep discount bonds, regular income bonds, retirement bonds, warrants, fully convertible debentures. Again there may be classification like this that comes in case of the classification of the debentures. Then repo, encashment bonds, capital gains bonds, indexed bonds, secured premium notes with detachable warrants, debt equity swaps, all will comes in case of the financial securities. That is why students must know what do you mean by financial instruments or securities, and also the different types. Last one will be financial services. Innovation is one of the catchwords in financial services today. Financial institutions tend to innovate new services to suit personal requirements of various customers as well as that of corporate clients. Then mobilizing and distributing or investing the savings are called financial services. There may be a question, what do you mean by financial services? Financial services means all activity involved in the transformation of savings into investments. mobilizing and distributing or investing the savings are called financial services. Thus, financial services cater to the needs of financial institutions, financial markets, and financial instruments. Financial institutions serve individuals and individual investors. The financial institutions and financial markets help the financial system through the financial instruments. They require a number of services of financial nature in order to fulfill the tasks assigned. The functioning of financial system very much depends on range of financial services provided by providers and their efficiency. This is the simple meaning of the financial services. Then the following are the financial service organizations. Take for example, Unity Trust of India, merchant banks, stock exchange markets, banks and financial institutions, and insurance companies, then house building securities, credit card issuing companies, investment trusts and mutual funds, leasing companies, equipment finance companies, then consumer finance companies. These render the financial services to the business organizations or to the customers as a whole. This is the simple meaning of financial services and the organizations engaged in rendering the financial services. Then types of financial services. There may be question. Explain the different types of the financial services. Then financial services are divided into two classes. First one, fee-based services. Then second one, fund-based services. Fee-based services are also called as advisory services. Fund-based services are also called as asset-based services. Then in case of fee-based services, we must know what it includes. First one, issue management. Second one, portfolio management. Next, corporate counseling, loan syndication, securitization, credit rating, stock broking, then forfeiting. These services comes under the fee-based services. Then fund-based services includes equipment leasing, hire purchase, bill discounting, housing finance, insurance service, then venture capital. Then what do you mean by issue management? Its activities consists of preparation of prospectus and other information relating to the issue. It includes all people, institutions, merchants, services and practices involved in raising fresh capital for new and existing companies. So it will render the following services: public issue through prospectus, right to issue, issue of bonds and shares, then private placement deals. Portfolio management, it refers to the investment in different kinds of securities such as shares, debentures or bonds issued by different companies and the securities issued by the government. It refers to the maintaining proper combination of securities in proper manner and they give maximum returns with minimum risk. Every investor is interested in safety, liquidity and profitability of the investment. It renders the following services: advise and right mix of the securities for maximum returns with minimum risk. Undertake to sell or buy the securities. Then third one, corporate counseling. It basically gives the advice to corporate unit to ensure better performance in terms of growth and survival. Corporate counseling covers the entire field of project counseling. It renders the following services: identifying the issue of problems like tight liquidity, causes for under over capacity utilization and the product mix. Then loan syndication. It is a loan facility provided by group of banks to a single borrower. It is called as loan syndication. Then securitization. When financial institution converts illiquid, non-negotiable and high value financial asset, real estate machinery, etc. into securities is called securitization. Credit rating institutions. Credit rating states the present financial position of the company. It shows financial ability and debt servicing capacity of the company. These institutions help the investors in deciding whether to purchase the securities of a particular company or not. The main objective of these institutions are to provide guidance to investors and creditors in determining the credit risk involved in the debt instrument. In India, at present, there are 4 credit rating institutions are working. They are called as the credit rating institutions. CRISIL, Credit Rating and Services of India Limited, ICRA, Investment Information and Credit Rating Agency of India Limited, ONICRA, Onida Information and Credit Rating Agency of India Limited. Last one, CARE, Credit Analysis and Research Limited. These are the 4 credit rating agencies working in India, giving the financial information to the required companies in case of advancing the loans and advances to the company. Through this media, for English medium students, you must learn the meaning of the financial instruments, classification of the financial instruments, the meaning of the financial services and different types of the financial services rendered by the financial institutions. You must know the main aspects considered in this video. Thank you.